Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Beatrice and part of the Global Wellness Institute team. We also have Susie Ellis and Nancy Davis on. They are both heading up our organization. The call today is part of the Global Wellness Institute Initiative collaboration series. And for the first time, it's hosted by a group of initiatives, which is really exciting. Initiatives involved are immersion, sound wellness, wellness coaching, sustainability, and social impact. And the topic of the call is pause and listen, a self-care journey. I'm delighted to now introduce Tracey Vincel to you. She's the moderator of the call and also the chair of the Immersion Initiative. Thank you so much, Tracey, for organizing this. And of course, thank you to all the other initiatives that are involved for creating this experience for us today. Over to you, Tracey.
Thank you, Beatrice, and welcome everyone. It's so nice to have so many of you from all around the world. We have 42 countries represented, over 300 people signed up to go on this inner journey today. My name is Tracey Vincel. I'm calling in from New York City, and I'm the chair of the Immersion Initiative. A few weeks ago, the Global Wellness Institute, they asked all of our 49 initiative chairs to consider what resources we could provide to the community during the pandemic. And the Immersion Initiative, what we're about is really supporting the creation of felt wellness experiences, to go beyond, speaking about wellness and to actually feel what it's like to be well. We've identified these 5 key elements, and we're going to be incorporating those elements into the experience today. The first one is intention, and this is very important and sometimes the most important of a wellness immersion, is the intention you place when you go into it. The second is the idea of setting and making sure that the environment is set up properly. So what we're doing is we're helping to move a participant from one environment and we're immersing them into another. And that's why I'm wearing a Bose headset right now. And I really encourage all of you, if you don't have a headphone on right now, please grab it, because this experience will be truly immersive. We're going to be having a binaural, visceral audio experience. And if you have a headset, it's going to make it so much deeper. So please grab your headset. And also, if you can put your Zoom on gallery, not gallery, but speaker view, it'll allow you to go into some of the visuals. The third element in a wellness immersion has to do with the program design. And so we've specifically curated this program for you today based on the intention. The fourth element is community. And we have so many of you from the GWI and also from the rest of the world coming in, our friends and our family, and we feel so honored to have everyone here. And then the fifth element is outcomes, and we're hoping that they're sustainable. So what we're looking for in wellness immersions is that we have a felt experience that could be potentially transformational, and then it results in a sustainable behavior change that we take into our life. So our initiative has just completed our reflection document that outlines all these best practices, and we're also adding a page to the GWI website in which we're going to share all the stories from around the world of people having these experiences, these transformational immersion experiences. So with this love for curating, it was only a few hours after our call with all the other chairs that I was on with the sound initiative, the sustainability, the social impact, and the coaching initiative. And we decided that we wanted to actually do a felt journey, an online, immersive as best we could in this time, experience with breath and sound. And we want to move away from this idea of social distancing and social isolation, and to move towards this idea of this being a time for us to go into solitude and silence and introspection and self-reflection, and basically to connect, or we might say reconnect, to ourselves, to others, to nature, and to the divine. And if you might remember, those of you who are on Martin's GWI Masterclass, which he spoke about faith during COVID-19, these are the 4 key relationships that we want to be fostering in our life. So this is what we've incorporated into the experience today. Before the other initiative chairs introduce themselves, I just want to acknowledge Susanna Long. She is the chair of the Sound Initiative, and she was so helpful in helping put this together. She unfortunately was not able to make it here today, but she is with us in spirit. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Susan O'Connor. She's the chair of the Coaching Initiative.
Thank you, Tracy. I'm calling in from Serenbe in Georgia. It's wonderful to be with all of you today. And our wellness coaching initiative is helping individuals and businesses identify when a wellness coach is right for them. We're also helping them find one that's credible, especially in their country, and to identify one that has the right specialty for what their needs are. We're establishing global guidelines that will further advance the profession. It's my dear pleasure to introduce Wendy Bosilavich, who's leading the Social Impact Initiative, and I know we have Sally Frankel also on the call.
Oh, you muted.
I am unmuted. Thank you, Susan. The Global Wellness Institute Social Impact Initiative is identifying, cataloging, communicating, and inspiring evidence-based social impact programs that benefit society. The Social Impact Initiative champions inclusion. We aim to inspire collaborations among business leaders, community members, and a wide range of organizations in order to create significant and sustainable impact in the world. It is my pleasure to pass this along to Josh and Eliza from the DOJO Upstate, who will curate and take us on a sound experience.
Hello, we are Eliza and Josh from the DOJO Upstate, and we are located in the Hudson Valley, New York, USA.
It's a pleasure to be joining you guys today. Thanks for inviting us into your space. A quick word about this flavor of experience. Tracy and Beatrice and folks have already mentioned the value of using headphones. The reason being, behind us, we're in this beautiful listening room. It's an ambisonic listening room with 22 different speakers in the walls and the ceilings. A lot of our work focuses on the acoustic instruments. What's really special about this interesting time we're in is figuring out how to bring these experiences into the home in an intimate and meaningful way. We're using a technology called binaural audio, which is essentially a technique that uses a dummy head with 2 microphones in each of its ears. And essentially this mimics the way we hear naturally, so that when I come up over onto the left side of the dummy head, over here, it sounds like I'm in your left ear.
And I'm over here on your right ear.
And so this is just another technique and tool in our little kit here to move us off of baseline, to inspire a new perspective as we journey inward.
We are now excited to introduce Debra Duneier from the Sustainability Initiative.
Thank you so much, Josh and Elijah, and can't wait for your section of the program. I am Debra Duneier, and I am Vice Chair of the Sustainability Initiative for the Global Wellness Institute, as well as an advisor for the Immersion Initiative as well. And wow, I'm so excited to be here and have a chance to connect with all of you. Our lives have taken a drastic turn, and it's happened very, very quickly, almost overnight. And we're going through a full range of emotions, sadness, loss, anxiety. Sometimes it feels like a roller coaster ride where you have an okay day, and then the next day you kind of crash and find yourself numb. And this is really intensified because everybody is going through this everywhere. And we feel that energy around us and going through us. So how do we take this moment to kind of pause and listen? Listen to our inner voices. Listen to our true selves. It seems almost impossible with all the noise around us. So the first step in this would be to create a sacred space, a space where you can feel comfortable, supported, and secure. So I'm not really sure how to make this general because it's very personal. What does sacred mean to you? And I think that's going to be in the forefront for today. What does it mean to you? What makes you feel comfortable, secure, calm? What are those things? And take a look around your space. A lot of us find us at home, ourselves at home. Take a look at your space. And if you don't already have a place where you meditate and pray, a specific place, just walk around and see what space in your home feels really good to you. A place where you feel kind of protected. And it would be great if you have a door in that space. If not, that's okay too. Just a place where you feel good. Now, if you can close the door and actually not be interrupted during your practice, how wonderful is that? But in Feng Shui, it is very important for you not to be in line with the door. So to position yourself in a place where you can see the door, but not be aligned with it. And the reason for that is that qi enters a space through doors and windows. And if you're aligned with the door, the qi is going to kind of knock you over, which is going to make you feel restless. We don't want to feel restless in our sacred space. The other thing that's very important is to have a wall behind you. As you can see, I have a pretty substantial wall behind me, and there is a reason. This creates a mountain energy, or what is also known as the black turtle, and it is very supportive. So to have a wall behind you starts to set you up to be in a power position. So a wall behind you is not always possible in our living situations. So a piece of furniture, a tri-fold screen, if you have access to that, or a pillow or a cushion behind you will work just as well, just to feel that support behind you. And the next thing to think about is what you're facing or what you see. What are you looking at? That is called the red bird or the rising phoenix. This is where your future lies. So it's a very important and powerful place. Choose some artwork or some things from around the house that have a really good energy about them, make you feel really good, and you can think about them in a way where this is what I want in my future. Whatever that is, again, personally to you. No one can choose this for you. And if you're not really sure, if you're saying, well, a lot of this stuff is what was in my past, but I'm talking about my future, and that kind of feels so much different than this moment, well, create a vision board. Cut out some pictures from magazines or books, things that inspire you, and make that board for your future and place it in front of you. You can also walk around your home and collect little items, some maybe from nature, maybe some photographs, anything that has this really positive energy about them and good feelings and good memories, or things that just feel natural to the touch, something that you love to look at, and collect these items and create an altar. Maybe you don't have room for an altar? Well, then take these items and place them around you, around where you're going to actually sit. And it could be on the floor. And every time you take an item and you place it down, you place it with intention or with a prayer. For each item, this already begins your very, very sacred experience. Make sure that the things that you bring into this area are also things that are green and sustainable and eco-friendly. So surround yourself with things that are actually natural, items made out of hemp or bamboo. If you're bringing fragrances in to kind of ignite your senses, do that with essential oils and be sure to use them properly. If you have not been trained in that, do a little research so that you're able to use them in a way that is very, very enhancing for your experience and still very safe. All of these things not only create a place where you can breathe freely because you're setting up a toxic-free or low-toxic environment for yourself to do this practice, but at the same time, you're keeping with an environmental integrity to what you're doing. This is kind of a circle. You can design your life and you can design your experience. The thing to keep in mind is to choose an uncluttered space. Be sure also that you surround yourselves with things that make you feel comfortable. So you might want to put a pillow in that area, or 2 or 3. There are no rules. You know, put on your zippered hoodie if that's your most comfortable thing to wear, or your favorite PJs. Bring a blanket, a rolled towel, maybe your yoga mat or your yoga blocks. Whatever really makes you feel cozy and comfortable and able to quiet the noise and receive. When you nurture your space, you nurture the spirit within. Namaste.
Our journey will begin with an intention. Intention set into motion processes that affect every aspect of our life. The intention behind every action determines its effect and creates the reality that we experience. Intention is not like wishful thinking, which is abstract, vague, and passive. Like an arrow flying toward a target, intention is clear, specific, and has the power of commitment behind it. Let us all now set the collective intention to press pause and to listen. To let go of all the noise around you, to be still, to go inside, and to listen. To listen not only with your ears, but as Louis Schwarzberg reminds us, with your eyes, with your feelings, including your sense of intuition and true self-wisdom. Take this moment to shed any stress, to let go of the clutter of the mind, to move beyond your emotions, to let go of all the voices that are keeping you safe and on task, and reconnect to your true self. Listen to your body. What does it have to say? Listen to your heart. What does it have to say? Listen to your true self. In the silence, can you hear the whispers of your soul? As we listen, we attune to nature, restoring our connection, our congruence with the natural world. Beneath the noise of the voices that are saying, I don't understand what's happening right now. The familiar world around me is disappearing. Will I be okay? Am I safe? See if you can discern an inner voice, a voice of presence and clarity, a place of equanimity that all is well, that you can trust nature's unfolding. Can you graciously receive this inner voice's counsel and discern the origin of its message? Can you open to the possibility that this inner voice puts you in direct contact with nature, the divine, and the universe? Without actively listening, we are virtually deaf to the cosmic melodies that can change all things. Our whole civilization was built on urgency, on efficiency. If everyone could please go on mute, that would be wonderful. Why do we think that this is a time of crisis, in a time of crisis, that the solution is going to be more urgency, more efficiency? Maybe sometimes we have to do less. And in between the falling apart of the old world and the emergence of the new, whether it's in our personal life or on a collective level, there is this sacred space, the space between worlds, the space between stories. Let's use our breath and the incredible transformative power of sound to get into this sacred space and to listen. As our wise ancestors have taught us, as above, so below. But also, as outside, so inside. All the mystics and teachers say, turn inside. But we haven't had time in our fast-paced lives. We've put the essential self aside for too long. So here is our time to listen. In the next 30 minutes, we will immerse ourselves in harmonic frequencies. We will let the music resound inside of us to just be, to remember that we are part of the symphony of the universe. And as we come from this place of inner peace, we affect everyone and everything around us. And as we shift from outside to inside, we harmonize on all levels.
Pranayama breathing helps us calm our mind and relax our body so that we can connect with our spirit. Watch me as I demonstrate a 3-part breath that we will then do together. It begins by taking a soft, gentle, deep breath in all the way down to our lower belly and expanding our lower belly. Then taking in more air to expand our ribs and even more air to fill our chest and to lift our collarbones. Then as we exhale, we gently empty our chest, our abdomen, and our lower belly. So sit in a comfortable position. See if you can sit up tall. You can lift your ribs off your torso, bring the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Your hands could be resting on your thighs, either facing down, if that's more comfortable, or facing up. And gently soften your gaze or close your eyes, whatever is more comfortable for you. And we'll do 3 rounds of breath together and then 3 rounds at our own pace. So take a natural inhale and exhale, and then we'll begin together. Now inhale in, expanding your lower belly. Take in more air, expanding your ribs, and even more air to fill up your chest. Now exhale, emptying your chest, your abdomen, and your lower belly. Now take a soft inhale, deeply in, expanding your lower belly. More air, expanding your ribs, and more air to fill your chest. Feel that opening and expansion. Now exhale for your chest, your abdomen, and your lower belly. You can bring your belly button towards your spine, to gently squeeze and to empty. Now inhale, expanding your lower belly, more air to your ribs, and more air to your chest. Gently exhale for your chest, your abdomen, and your lower belly. Continue for 3 rounds on your own. Now continue your natural breath. Scan your body and note what's expanded or softened. Continue your natural breathing as we transition into box breathing. Box breathing will allow us to further calm our mind and relax our body. It actually triggers our parasympathetic nervous system, so it'll help us go deeper and more inward so that we can prepare to receive the healing sound. So with the box breathing, there's actually, imagine a box, there's actually 4 different sequences, and each of them are going to be 4 counts. So we're going to do an inhale for 4 counts, we're going to hold for 4 counts, exhale for 4 counts, and then we're going to hold the suspension. And when we hold the suspension, that's when there's an opportunity for us all to get present to that intention that we created earlier with Tracey. So we'll do 3 rounds together, and then we'll do 3 rounds on our own. So again, comfortably sit up tall, soften your gaze. After 1 round of breath, we'll start the 3 rounds together. So inhale for 4 counts. 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4 counts. 2, 3, 4. Exhale gently for 4 counts. 2, 3, 4. And hold for 4 counts. Inhale for 4 counts. And hold. And exhale. And hold. And inhale for 4 counts. And hold. And release for 4 counts. And hold, getting present to that intention. Now continue for 3 rounds on your own. Continue your natural breaths. Relax and continue to go inward to receive the healing sound.
Take a deep breath in and exhaling out. Another breath in and exhaling out. One more breath in. And this time as you exhale, exhaling into a hum. And as you continue to hum, matching your hum with one of these notes. Feeling the vibrations in the different parts of your body. Humming without judgment. And just allowing yourself to resonate.
Here is our time to realize that the world outside reflects what's happening within each of us. It's up to us to pause and listen and pivot to make the changes on the inside that will affect the world around us. As you create more inner space, suddenly you see patterns for the first time. That change in view leaves you different. It's hard to go back to the old pattern. We hope this experience inspires you to create a daily practice to pause and listen, to look at your inner state with honesty and to find peace, and to remember that you are part of the symphony of the universe.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody.
What an incredible experience.
Thank you.
Maybe you can unmute everyone and everyone can thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For such a beautiful
Such a beautiful
experience.
experience.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Aloha.
Namaste.
Loved it.
Thank you.
It was delicious.